Yep.
All right, Ashley, tell us about your husband.
Well, he doesn't work for a nonprofit,
Mr.
but I'm
Eketha.
involved. But I'm involved with a nonprofit, and so I'll tell you about that because we actually shameless self promo. We have a Kickstarter happening right now. We actually need help. So I am on the board of a nonprofit called Take This. The website's takethis.org, as in Legend of Zelda. Take this. It's dangerous to go alone.
Nice.
And it was started after a journalist colleague of a handful of us in the gaming and tech industry. Yes, it is. We lost a colleague. He committed suicide, and nobody knew he was suffering from mental health problems.
How often does that happen? Isn't that sad?
So often.
So sad.
And so we were like, we have to do something. And so we started Take This, and it's a nonprofit. It's a 501. And so all of your donations are tax deductible. And we do one of the key things that we do, amongst other things, is we go to conventions like PAX. So just recently, this weekend, we were at PAX East, and we do what's called the AFK room. And so the AFK room is a quiet space for people who get overwhelmed on the show floor, who might have social anxiety or might have other phobias, or just simply need a quiet space to go to during these really exciting and visually overwhelming conventions, to sit. And we also staff the room with mental health clinicians and volunteers. So if you need to talk to somebody, that is a place where you can do it. And we help you find clinicians in your area that can help you continue that journey. So it's something I'm really proud of being involved in. And right now we had sort of a weird. We had an Indiegogo, and then they said they were switching platforms or payment platforms, and then they cut off our crowdfund there, and we had to very quickly, bless our co-founder Russ Pitts, had to very quickly come up with a Kickstarter.
Oh, I know Russ very well. This is Russ Pitts?
Russ is the co-founder with Susan Arntz, who's his wife. So nice. I love them very dearly, and they have worked very hard to Take This into what it is today. And I'm just really proud of the fact that we help people. And we've had families come up to us during shows and say, my kid has agoraphobia or has social anxiety and can't go to events like this without a space like the AFK room. And that makes us feel really good. And so, and we've had other people say, I just didn't know I need help, because in gaming, mental health and mental illnesses, there are stigmas around these things. And we see this in tech all the time, too. A lot of game developers who work for studios are afraid to say they need help, because then companies say, well, you can't do the job. You can't deal with crunch time. And so they get fired. There's stuff like that happens all the time. And we just want to break that stigma. We want to tell people it is okay to seek help, and that you are not alone, and that we are here for you. And there are people out there who want to help. So that's Take This. And I'm really proud to be a part of it. And I'm proud to tell everybody about it.
Wow, this is a great idea.
Awesome.
And I'm thrilled that you're doing this. And I noticed that the amount just went up by a little bit. And
thank you.
Let's go to Kickstarter.com/takethis. And I think this is a great idea. And I love AFK. We need an AFK room here.
Yes.
That is a great idea.
I think everybody can use an AFK room.
Away from keyboard.
Especially in tech circles, there are two areas. One is social phobia and introversion, which a lot of tech people have. And there's also people on the scale of
the spectrum, as we call it, right?
On the spectrum of autistic spectrum. A lot of geniuses are mildly or seriously autistic. And so that's great for lots of, I think the tech community is what I'm saying is more likely to need something like this.
Love
than
this.
the general public.
Gaming too. I suffer from anxiety and depression, and I used to bury myself in games whenever I felt terrible.
Me too.
And it was easy, and then I realized I felt terrible all the time. Even though I would play games, at some point they stopped making me feel good. And so I had to figure it out. And I started seeing a therapist, and I feel better. Like I feel like I can enjoy games the way that they were intended for me to be enjoyed now.
Well, give Russ, isn't that great? Give Russ my regards. We worked together at Tech TV. He was famous for his resignation letter.
Oh, I don't know about this.
Ask
so I'm
him
excited
about eagle spit. That's all I'm going to say. Okay?
Okay.